Hey guys, it's 12:30. It's my lunch break, and this morning I saw an NES console on Facebook Marketplace for $150. It was a console in the box, and it's missing the power supply, which is unfortunate. And it came with a couple of games. It came with I'll show you those in a moment, but it came with a Zelda and it came with a Tecmo Bowl. And so I really want my systems that I know growing up in the box. And so I talked to him and I sent a message and I said, hey, would you do 130 because it doesn't have the power supply? And he said, that's a done deal. So I'll show you those in just a moment. All right, guys, here it is. Here's the Nintendo Entertainment System in the box. The box is not perfect on this corner. It's got this kind of one tear here, but you know, it's over 30 years old. So 1985, the year I was born, this thing came out, and so it was meant to be. So it's 35 years old, but I'm so happy to add this to my collection. I just need a 64 now in box. Don't have one of those yet. And I need a Super Nintendo in box. I have the consoles, but I don't have the box. I do have a GameCube box. It's not the greatest. I'd like to upgrade it one time, but I'm pretty happy to get this. And not only did it came with Tecmo Bowl, which is a $10-12 game, and then I dropped Zelda back here. This game, Zelda, is actually going for about 25 bucks. This one is not in the greatest shape. It has some wearing. I have one at home that is pristine. I mean, it looks brand new, but so I'll probably trade this in or sell it to get a little bit of my money back. But $130 for Zelda, Tecmo Bowl, and this to add to the collection. I am pretty pumped. So this is sweet. Well, I'm gonna head over to my game store, my local game store. If I'm able to, I will record some video there. Bye-bye. All right, guys, so I went to my game store. I didn't record. I am trying to develop a relationship with the guy that owns the store. And so I didn't record. I didn't want to do that yet. I plan on trying to do that in the future, but it just didn't feel like the right time. But I did take some stuff I had lying around, some extra things that I had, and I traded them in. And what I did is I traded them in, and I got a copy of Lemmings for SNES. I was at another store and they were asking 40 bucks for it, which is way too much. This place had it for 20, so I used the trade-in to get it, and so I have a copy of Lemmings, which is nice. And then I also got a copy of Super Mario World. This one I had to pay for 20 bucks. And the only reason why I picked this up, because I already have it in my collection, I picked it up because a friend of mine is buying a Super Nintendo from me and wants a copy of Super Mario World. So I picked that up so I can give it to her tonight. And so if I remember, I'll record that tonight and give that to her. So I have a Super Nintendo, a copy of Super Mario World, and Street Fighter that I'll be able to give her. So hopefully I'll remember and I'll record that. Also, sorry I couldn't record inside the store, but it's Connection Games and Hobbies, and they don't really focus in games necessarily. They focus in like Might and Magic and Dungeons and Dragons and all that, but they do have some stuff in there. And they were a little harsh on the trades today, though. They wouldn't give me a lot of money on the trades. It was a different guy than I normally deal with, but anyways, we'll see that Super Nintendo deal go down tonight. Bye-bye. Hey guys, I'm at my office and I just wanted to show you price charting. So we got Tecmo Bowl, Legend of Zelda, this is the gold cart, and Nintendo NES console complete in box. So we're looking at $122, $30, and $12.91 for a total of $166.03. So I gave the guy 130 bucks. I still have to buy a power cable for the NES, so I did all right. I paid about just under market value. Again, I bought this because I wanted it for my collection, so I'm happy to get that. While I was at the game store I like to go to, Connection Games, he had an Xbox controller without the dongle part of it, so he was just gonna throw it out. So he said he just gave it to me for free. So I have a bunch of extra dongles on order, so I'll be able to put that together. So that was kind of nice. And then these are a bunch of games that I'm going to be trading in. There's Just Dance 4. Well, I was going to trade him in, but he wasn't going to give me a good value for it. So actually, I sold the computer games. Someone's coming to pick them up I sold them for $5 just to get rid of them. And then the rest of these games here, I'm going to be trading in, or probably selling on eBay actually to get better value for it, since he wasn't going to give me very good on the trade-in. So that's a tip. Don't trade in unless you're going to get good value for your games. But thanks guys for watching this video, and that was a quick lunch break pickup. So we'll see you guys later. Bye-bye. All right, so here's the Super Nintendo that I got. I bought a big lot of stuff a while ago before I recorded, and it was nasty. And I took it apart and I cleaned it, and it wasn't working. I fixed it. Maybe I'll show that in the future, but I got it working again. And it's, besides it being little yellow, it works great. And these two controllers are the same thing. They were nasty. I took those apart. I cleaned everything, got all that years of sweat and grossness out. And then here's that Super Mario I picked up earlier. And I have a Street Fighter 2 with a label that I'm not going to keep this because it's not good for my collection. I'd rather have one that's nice. It's not a super expensive game, so I'm selling this to a friend of mine tonight for a pretty good deal. So she'll be here tonight, and we'll get some cash in the game fund, hopefully a little bit. And I bought a third-party adapter because I didn't have one. I just bought it for $10 off of Amazon, and then I had a few extra of these. So anyways, so that'll be going to my friend tonight. So hopefully I'll record that.
And although
all right, Sally.
Loudest ones.
Sally, this is what I got for you.
For me?
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
it's not for me.
Well,
what do I? I'm excited. Look what we're doing tonight, guys.
so that's the power cable.
Okay.
You use the bigger one. So this isn't an official Nintendo one, but
It's the bigger one. Okay.
it's the bigger one.
Okay.
All right.
Got it.
I got Super Mario World.
I found it.
Yeah, that's what you wanted, right?
Yes.
And then I got Street Fighter 2.
No! Oh man, I'm never gonna win.
I wasn't able to get Mario Kart. Mario Kart's pretty expensive right now. Yeah, if you go on Facebook Marketplace, they're like $40 to $50.
Okay. Thanks.
So, yeah, I picked that up today. I traded some stuff for it. But
It was worth it too.
yeah, it was. I'm recording this, so I hope you don't mind.
No, I don't mind.
But yeah, so
you.
you can always add. So I cleaned it and tested it and then got it working, so you shouldn't have any problems.
I'm gonna go home and we're gonna play.
I have zero
Friday
chance.
night.
Awesome.
I'm horrible at this.
Awesome.